My time with CLA actually predates the formation of the organization. I came over with the litigation section from the state bar, and I was actually involved in the transition process from the state bar to the formation of CLA. And it was a very exciting time because I got to uh, be part of, you know, all of the bylaws creation, the mission statement, all of the things that made CLA what it currently is and what it's evolving into. I was part of that process and continued to rise through the ranks. I was on several committees and publications with litigation section. I was also a member of a real property section and eventually rose to become the chair of the litigation section. I also co-founded the CLA Racial Justice Committee, and that was exciting. It was around the time of George Floyd. And so since the founding of the Racial Justice Committee, RJC, we've done over 200 programs in partnership with more than 65 organizations across the country. I also started the scholarship program for litigation section, and we've partnered with affinity bars all across the state and given out about $250,000 in scholarships. So it's been an exciting time, and eventually ran for and was elected to the Board of Representatives, and then became or was elected vice chair and then chair. Made history in both of those positions, the first person of color to ever be an officer, and then now looking forward to being the next president of CLA. So I think the most rewarding experience I've had at CLA is through the scholarship program that I helped to create and representing CLA over the past several years all over the state. I have spoken with lawyers who were law students when they applied through that program, who otherwise would not have had the resources to take and study for the bar exam, who walk up to me and tell me that they're lawyers today because of that CLA scholarship program and that it changed their life. And, I get emotional hearing about their story. And I think that if there's anything, that's the most impactful thing I've done as part of CLA. We really did a lot to reach out to affinity and regional bar associations in ways that we had not before. So we did that in a few ways. One, by offering discount membership to affinity bars, by inviting them through ticket exchanges to a variety of CLA events so that we could go to their events and they could come to our events and we could get to know each other. And then encouraging their members to get involved in our committees, in our sections, in our publications, making a very intentional effort to invite them to be part of panels. So I think the connections that we've made, which I hope to build on during my term as president, have been profound in ways that we hopefully will continue to develop over the next several years. So one thing that I learned as chair and has been true throughout my professional journey is humility is really important. I always like to surround myself with people who have wisdom and experience that I don't have. And I learned so much from our board, and I relied so heavily on our board. We dealt with a number of very serious challenges during my term. And I think being able to have open and honest conversations with the board members and also folks throughout CLA, the sections, the committees, has been a very rewarding and a learning experience for me. So I've learned so much. Hopefully people have also benefited from getting to know me. But I think staying humble and listening to people is really the best thing that you can do, and it's the best thing I've done so far. We're still a young organization, even though we have legacy going back to our state bar roots for decades. But I think we have the ability to build something special, to really find ways to better support the legal community at a time when the legal community is under attack, the rule of law is under attack. We can craft a voice and provide opportunities for the next generation of lawyers, existing lawyers, and those who are near the end of their career to find meaningful ways to give back and be supportive of the community. So that's something I'm very excited and looking forward to. I think one thing that I would share with Jesse, who I'm so honored and excited, will be our next chair and will be hopefully my partner in leadership of this organization is to really take time to listen to our board members, listen to our uh, section leaders. They provide so much value to this organization, and they make the job of chair so much easier because they really do a lot of the heavy lifting. And while you're in the chair position, you have the ability to help facilitate and try to coordinate some of that great effort. But just take time to listen. Again, humility, and use this as an opportunity to just try to bring us all together in the best possible way. I'm hopeful that they see that as a time where we brought more people under our big tent. That includes the leaders of the various affinity bar associations and regional bar associations, and that we also use this as an opportunity to have a more profound impact on the community through our community service awards, through the partnerships that we had on various continuing education programs and outreach programs, that we had that kind of impact that will hopefully sustain us as we move into the future. I want to thank them for giving me the opportunity to lead, to grow, and also for all of the support that I received and all of the words of wisdom that I received along the way. This is not something that I could have done without support, and I'm just grateful for the support that I received, and I'm hopeful that I can continue to grow and develop as I move into the president position. I'll just say it's one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. I learned so much. I felt like I grew, and also I think that I found a way to bring people together, and I'm hopeful that I can continue that as president, and also bring some of the leaders from the past together. So one goal that I have is to put together, and I did this when I was chair of litigation section, an advisory committee of people who previously served on the board, so we don't lose that institutional knowledge, and I can continue to learn from all of them and their experience as we move forward.